Hi, everyone, and welcome to the place where we discuss all things communication. This is Guide to Awesomeness, powered by Coldwell Banker, Ronan Realty. Hello, everyone. Jonah Brandridge here, and I'm virtually joined by my guest, Aylin Pelin-Onar. Aylin is a broker and the owner of Coldwell Banker Maximum Real Estate Brokerage in North Cyprus. She has proudly represented Turkey and North Cyprus as a licensed global luxury ambassador with 20 years of real estate experience that includes more than 2,500 sales. She has received countless awards in sales professionalism, franchise sales, and social media influencing, and her team has received numerous awards in residential sales and trust. Also to note, she is officially sponsored by Jaguar Cars, which sets an example all around the world. Hi, Aylin. Thank you for joining me today.
Hi, it's an honor for me. I'm so excited to be here. And finally, we're together to talk about some business.
Exactly. I guess to just get things started, just so that everybody has a better understanding, for those that don't work for Coldwell Banker, just understand what exactly is global luxury.
Sometimes selling is not enough. So we have to understand that we have to be expert on something by selling. And while selling properties is never going to be enough in the long time, you have to focus on one area, either commercial or luxury. So Coldwell Banker is a very, very strong brand, which is giving a huge power for someone who wants to be expert on selling luxury properties at the same time. And it's number one all around the world with unique tools and marketing program. It's been, since 1930s. And it has a huge history, background, technology investment, and everything. So if you want to be on the top level with the best property selling ways and the marketing power, Global Luxury is giving you everything that you need.
Okay. And how exactly would you say it differentiates from the standard close to home local real estate?
The market is very competitive. So the competition is tough and we have to make some unique presentations. And when we're working for the high scale customers, they have very high expectations. The way of doing the presentation, the way of you look and your connection is very, very important for these people. And with Global Luxury Power Tools, which I always use and get benefit from these tools, I really get huge advantage in the market, which places me in the first level, and the customers obviously sees we have a huge difference, especially while doing our service, because this is an international network system. Actually, basically we are in a very powerful network from all around the world, and we have an opportunity to work with the best top producers from all around the world who are number one in their region. So with Global Luxury, I'm placing myself and differentiating myself rather than the others with this networking system. I have a huge connection system and I have the power marketing tools. They obviously see it and they really like it. So it gives me a huge advantage while working with any customer, even for selling or for buying. It doesn't really matter. They see the huge difference.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. And it's nice to see, obviously, that Coldwell Banker is able to support that. And they've created this networking opportunity to make sure that obviously there's a bigger outreach, because local only can go so far. Whereas now this global outreach can help produce those opportunities for someone like yourself to create a bigger network.
Definitely, because these consumers, the luxury buyers or sellers, they are also globally connected. They travel all around the world because this is not the money issue, This is about their comfort. This is about their expectations. So they want to feel special while they are doing this. They are traveling all around the world and they know the new things, the passion, the art, the new property approach. You need to know all of those things. So with Global Luxury, you have an opportunity to know everything at the same time because they are giving you everything about this. So I always use these things and they want to know if you have this global connection at the same time to speak with the same level. That's why you have to be in touch with everybody else's. I don't mean that you need to know everything, but at least you need to know what's going on in Canada, for example, what's happening in the USA now, or what's happening in the Asia area or in Europe. So if you show that you have a little bit knowledge about these things, they know that, oh, okay, this girl knows something, so she is a bit different rather than the others, then I can work with her. This is what they really think. They want to know this.
Of course. I can honestly say I'm definitely not in a global market right now. I'd like to try eventually, but obviously, I'm still fairly young and still starting out new. But I appreciate the fact that there is something in place that's going to be able to help people be part of that market.
Actually, at the same time, Global Luxury Ambassador, so I'm joining training courses all the time.
Mhm.
It doesn't really have to be in the luxury section. I mean, you don't have to sell luxury properties, but at least if you know something about selling luxury, this really gives you a huge opportunity, and the knowledge puts you far beyond the others. For example, I'm selling luxury properties, but I have to have some little information about commercial properties at the same time, or new homes. These things are differentiating you rather than the others. When there is competition, you have to get little bit knowledge about everything. I mean, just little things make huge differences. This is the thing that I want to say.
Of course.
Even you don't sell luxury, these courses give you so many benefits. At least you know these people,
Exactly.
who are doing luxury selling, and it is a huge opportunity.
Of course. It'd be similar to saying, somebody who sells t-shirts.
Yeah.
Well, they also need to know the market of understanding, okay, well, what's happening with pants? What's happening with sweaters? What's happening with the weather in the areas that they're selling to? They need to have all that knowledge.
Of course. Sometimes I do live shows, on YouTube or on Facebook, and I have listeners from every business. So I have doctors, engineers listening to me, because whatever we learn, it gives us a different point of view. I mean, we don't need to learn everything, but we need to learn one thing to change ourselves. This is the thing.
Exactly. And so I guess to segue into what you were talking about before with the systems and the networking and things like that, as a global luxury certified luxury home marketing specialist, what systems do you leverage to maintain and continue to create those touch points with the network that you have that's so vast and so global?
Global luxury is really powerful about this. We have, for example, unique media press power. May I give examples about that? Like, Homes
Of
and
course.
Estates magazine, the reports. For example, I use reports all the time. The report is giving me huge knowledge about everything from all around the world, about the numbers. When we know the numbers and statistics, it means that you can develop yourself and you can see the future. We don't need a crystal ball, but when you read the numbers, you have an opportunity to develop the things that you want to develop. So the report, Homes and Estates magazine, James edition, New York Times, CNBC. There are so many opportunities about the media power. I use a lot because, as I said, it gives me the power of marketing something in a different way. When I talk to my customers that I'm going to advert their property in Homes and Estates magazine, it's a top level. It has a very quality paper, everything inside the magazine. It's like an art. So the customers, they really like it because even they're, luxury consumers, I mean, the sellers or buyers, doesn't matter. They want to see something solid. They want to touch it. They really like to see these things. And of course, while we're doing this business, they want to know if you make some investment about marketing. And I think it's the best way of showing what you really do for the marketing. I mean, something solid. So the press media, what global luxury gives is a huge difference. And you are able to put your property into those magazines or onto the press, and you're able to show it all around the world, which is really different for any customer. They really like it. They keep it, even they sell their property, they like to keep the magazine. It's just like a memory for them. Oh, it's like keeping like a family memory, and they really like those, magazines, these press things. And of course, we have so many different power tools. The global luxury box, for example. The box is, I call it magic box. It has a content of everything, the brochures about your bio, the magazines that I just told you, the report, or whatever you want to present to your customer. You do it in a chic and elegant way. And from the starting point, it's a different way of doing your business. So I think everybody's aware about that. So if you show yourself in an elegant way, in a chic way, they are getting quite relaxed and they can leave themselves to your safe hands to sell their property or buy the property. They are really comfortable about that. We have this networking so powerful. We're selling from all around the world, I can say. I have recently sold properties from Los Angeles, for example, San Diego area, and a few properties in the Miami area. Because as I said, these customers, they travel a lot and they have a few properties in different places. For example, I have customers more from Turkey, but they like to have their second or third homes or fifth homes in different places like in the USA or in Europe area. We have sold some, in Italy, France, Portugal. So these are our connection power. I safely send my customers to my colleagues from all around the world, and they help me a lot. Having this is an opportunity, and I'm feeling blessed and lucky with this.
It's obviously, you want to make sure that whoever you're marketing to, which obviously you're marketing on this global level, these people that are selling their luxury homes or buying luxury homes, you want to make sure that they feel that you're reflecting sort of their lifestyle in the way that you present yourself or the way that you present the concepts.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you said the right word because it is all about the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
The luxury marketing is all connected to the lifestyle, and they want to know if you're speaking with the same level. So this is the thing. You're quite right about that.
Exactly. What would you say is your favorite global luxury tool that you use, I guess, to market internationally in that sense?
Internationally, as I mentioned, the press media is the most powerful thing that I've been using all the time. Doing for once is never enough. So we have to do it constantly. Every month, sometimes I do it, or in every 3 months, I do it. I put my properties onto these luxury cheap magazines, and the customers, they really like it. I use the report all the time because it's showing me the international knowledge from all around the world, and it gives me huge ideas about everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You can't learn everything by yourself, but those reports have been prepared by the top producers and who are their experts in their markets. And it's a benefit for everybody else's, not only for the luxury property specialists, for everybody else's. You need to know your market as the best. If you know your market, you are the best. So if you have this knowledge, you have the advantage of being in connection with these customers all the time because they know you're the best in your market and they come and they find you. This is the thing that I do all the time. But of course, not only these press media that I've been using, but also we have some opportunities to get together about, online events or sometimes face-to-face meetings like, Jam Blue. We have one coming so soon in the New York area. But I have always been attending to those, conventions all the time, which is an huge opportunity for everyone to get together in a place that you can't see these people, quite easily. But you have a chance to meet these people. You have a chance to talk to these people. And also you see what these people are doing for being the best in their markets. So I personally meet these people and I never miss these conventions. I highly recommend everybody else's to attend. Of course, the pandemic was a problem. Last year we have to cancel, but this year we have now another opportunity to get together once again. And at least we have to join online. We have to follow up these people. And of course, I see that videos are also working because for a luxury property specialist, videos are really very important. You have to present your property in the best way. So I always shoot my videos, just, some professional videos, Sometimes I present them, I talk about the properties and I tell about the details to my customers. So these are the things that you have to use all of them, not one, but all of them are working together so strong. I'm not quite picky. I use everything. I get advantage of everything, to be honest with you.
That's probably what the best process is to obviously, if the tools are there in front of you, why not use them? Right. For people that obviously don't, you've got to ask and wonder, why is it that you don't want to do something? What's stopping you from doing something?
Yeah. Everybody is thinking, oh, I can't do this. I can't talk this way. I can't shoot, myself, and I wouldn't look nice. These are the things that we have to give up thinking because nobody's thinking these things. I mean, the audience, they just listen to you and they really like your natural way. And I think it's the way it works the best way. This is how it really works. So I highly advise everybody to start doing those videos because it really works. I really get so many customers from everywhere, not from my region only, from all around the world, because this is international working at the same time. And if you follow up the top producers, they really have nice videos like, they use TikToks nowadays, for example.
Mhm.
The Jills group, they're one of the best in the Coldwell Banker and they're number one team. They're selling billions of dollars properties, but they are doing TikTok videos every day and they're
Mhm.
doing Instagram videos, YouTube videos. I think everybody should see that top professionals, top sellers, they do everything for being best in their market. So nobody's picking, oh, I can't do that. I can't do this. We have to do it every day, constantly.
Exactly. Like it's been released already. Instagram has said that they're going to be promoting more videos and less photos and text and everything like that now. So it's going to be more video based that we're going to see. And I think people need to realize that obviously as social media changes, we have to be able to adjust and adapt to how it changes and make things work for whatever our market may be.
Yeah, definitely. And the search engine is working on the videos. If you have more videos doing, whatever you sell, we are talking about more luxury, but whatever you sell, you have to do a video and it's really very easy. It doesn't cost anything to you if you do it, with your phone, which is very easy. And people find you quite easily from the search boxes when they make searches. The Google or whatever search engine you're using, they bring out the videos first. So this is how they reach you. I do all of those things.
I've been trying to. I'm hopefully going to start doing things like that more often, especially with Instagram, just because I find that obviously I need to create that market, a network of my own. I've been able to start networking, obviously, with the agents that work in the offices that I'm part of, but I'd like to be able to branch out that network and create more. So I know I need to start making videos, doing posts more often, and utilizing the tools that obviously my team is able to create.
What we do for the people who hesitate to do these videos, we want them to work together, for example. You know a little bit about my team. We are 20 people, so they are
Mhm.
really successful people, but some of them, they don't really like to do those videos. And what we do, I sometimes accompany with them and I'm asking some questions to talk about the property or to talk about themselves. So it's a little bit relaxing rather than doing it by themselves, doing it with somebody else's, talking like a chat, like we do it together now.
Mhm.
So it's a lot comforting for everybody else. Maybe it should be the way of starting. And you're a very nice person. You should definitely do that. And you give
Thank you.
confidence. You give confidence to the people, which is a very positive thing for our business. Giving this confidence and they really want to trust you, and the first impression is everything. They see your face first and the way you're talking is so nice. You should use it. Definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
My pleasure. It's the truth.
Now, going back on your team. So, as an owner of a brokerage, how do you keep your team motivated, working hard, reflecting the goals and values that you have as an individual, as well as what you have for the brokerage itself?
Well, I think the key is first I have to do the things and I ask from them. First I apply and I ask from them. I never ask anything from them that I don't do. So I'm the first one who does everything. I usually try to set an example for them because if we are leading to those people, we have very young agents starting to this business and they really don't know anything else about the market, about anything about the business. Maybe sometimes it is their first business, this real estate. So we are setting up example, and we're the first people who does everything for them to show how to do it. But we have an open office system. I'm gonna explain it to you. We don't have much walls between the tables and people, so we have an open learning system. Everybody hears each other and the way of talking, the way of marketing, the way of negotiating. It's an open system. For example, in my room at the moment, I would love to show it to you, but I can't do it now. Of course, the listeners will not understand it maybe. We have glass windows. They now hear me about what I'm talking. So these are really motivating because we can make mistakes. We can sometimes fall. We are not always up. This is natural. We are human. So I think it's all starting with accepting things. But if there is a problem, there's always a solution. This is the thing that we approach every day. We have problems, but we don't concentrate on the problems. We concentrate on the solutions. If there are opportunities to solve these problems, why we should be concentrating on these things then? Let's concentrate on the solution. This is the thing that we approach to people about their business because we always make mistakes. This is how we learn, actually.
Of course.
We make mistakes and we learn, and the experience has a huge cost. We tried also do so many events together with the team. Sometimes breakfast, dinner. Sometimes we cook, our lunch in the office. We're Mediterranean people, We like dining, eating, and this is the way of socializing in our country. We like it a lot. It's a part of our socializing. Sometimes they make cakes, sometimes they make different meals, and we share it together. It makes people more comfortable. They feel like home, and they come to this office not only for working, but also for socializing. Of course, the pandemic has changed many things. We had to close down our office for 5 months without moving out our homes. Life stopped over here, but we were doing online connections every day, not only for business. We were talking if we need anything, if we have any problems. Some people are married, some of them they have their children. So we're just people. We want to talk. If we talk, we help each other. And if there is a problem, we share it at the beginning. We're not leaving it the last. When you leave the problem, it is becoming bigger. So we try to sort out the problem at the beginning. I think talking is the best thing for everything. So people are comfortable talking about their problems, about their customers, or the way of working. This is how we do it together. Everything is together.
That's, I think, a nice fact to think about is the idea that, as you said, it's a smaller group of people, but at the same point, still having that opportunity to making sure that everybody's connecting, that everybody's in that growth mindset sort of process, right? Where we're not looking at, there's a problem, let's just move on. Where you're stopping and actually seeing, okay, how can we fix this? Where can we make the changes? Where can we do things better?
Yeah, absolutely. For example, I've been working in the real estate market for over 20 years now. I was always waking up early. I'm always at my business. Even I'm sick, I never find excuses. I'll try to attend all of the meetings or trainings. I still learn from different trainings. Even I'm a luxury ambassador training people about the luxury section. I had different courses about that, for example. There is an institute in America, maybe you heard about that, the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing. I attended that one in the pandemic. It was an opportunity for me. And I had another course about learning something new. So if you do those things, you can ask anything from these people. And then when you say, okay, you should do this. See, I had result and I became successful about applying them. Or don't do this because I had some problems about doing this. So you have an opportunity to show you're the first and they really follow you up. So we have to lead in every way. The,
As a leader, obviously you want to make sure that your team does the best they can, because not only does it
yeah.
benefit them, it also will obviously benefit the brokerage, it benefits the network, it benefits everything.
Knowledge is everything. So whatever we learn as new, we share to each other. We have WhatsApp groups or sometimes we do meetings about that. So when we share, we have a power of influencing any people in the market because we have this knowledge first. So these people, when they have this knowledge, we are really having the advantage of being a powerful team in the market. So we share everything we learn. This is very important, I think. We don't hide anything. Even if it is bad, we have to share it. They need to know. They need to know. So we learn first, we share it, or they learn something, they really bring the information. This is very important. So we're always in touch.
That's good. It's comforting to know that obviously that there are people like yourself who understand how important that is. Because I know there are people that may feel the opposite way and feel that they want to hold on to their secrets because they're their best skills and they're the best things they've ever done. But in the end, as you're right, knowledge is key for everyone to be successful.
And we're all human, we always have problems, trouble. Sometimes we're sad, but sometimes we're happy. So we understand each other, but we are also professionals. So we can't reflect our personal problems on our business.
Of course.
It's something we should never do. We may have a row with let's say I had a row with my husband. By the way, me and my husband, we are partners in the company. So we're 24 hours together at home, in the business. We sometimes have problems, but it's always nice to stay professional. He is my husband, but in the office, he's just my business partner. I hope you understand what I mean. You have to keep the distance sometimes. So we share everything, but we do it in a professional way.
That's good. I guess at this point, I guess we can segue in. I have 3 questions for you that I would be asking everyone that I speak with on this podcast. The first question is, what is something you do or use to ensure that you are always striving to work productively?
In my business life, as I mentioned, I motivated myself. I, of course, had inspirations from the other people, but self-motivation is the key for our personal success. We always expect the others to tell us nice things maybe about doing things, but in the business life, we always have competition in every area. I mean, not only for our business. For every section in the business life, you have troubles, you have competition, these kind of things. So I always motivated myself, and I said, "Yeah, I can do this. Why I shouldn't do this? There's a way of doing this." I always focused on those things. I never focused on the trouble.
Always focusing on the positive.
Yeah. I'm not like a Pollyanna, this lady always who is happy for, even problems. I mean, I'm aware of the problem, but I want to find the solution for this. So every day when I wake up, I know that I can do and I can achieve what I really want to do. Of course, being healthy in every way, in the mind, in the body is very important. So first, we have to look after ourselves, and then we need to concentrate on the business because now when you're growing, your responsibilities are growing at the same time, not only for your family, for the other people that you're leading. So this self-motivation thing is all about us. And every day I motivate myself and I know that I can do it. We're living in a very, very small place. We are in Cyprus. I just want to tell how our region is. maybe this might be a little bit inspirational for everybody else because we're in a very small country. In my city, where we are expert, we have just 35,000 people living.
Mhm.
But we are doing international sales. We're number one in the market, not only in Cyprus, but also for Turkey. We have four top producers out of 2,000 real estate agents. We have 30 under 30 real estate agents, award winning agents. So we have done so many, things, which is setting an example for everybody else because you may think that it is a very small place. But if you believe that you can do it with the right people in the right place, so with the right tools, we don't have any obstacles about doing that. So even I'm here in Northern Cyprus, now we're talking together. I have so many people knowing me from everywhere else. So this is how we have achieved that. So we always can do something for ourselves, I'm sure. And Coldwell Banker is a really big family where is welcoming everybody else's. And they are always friendly. Whatever I ask from all the people that I met from Coldwell Banker, they are quite helpful all the time. It is also motivating knowing that they are helping me. At least they are there. It is really comforting and we never feel lonely. I think this is very important.
Even though we're a big group, we're a small family.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what I try to explain. That's true.
What is one habit that's transformed your life?
Doing it right now. No, I mean, delaying things, I don't find it quite right. And when I see it would be a changing moment, there are moments that we need to stop and think and apply to change what we need to. I think it is very important, not thinking, but applying. I will give you an example about this. At my first Coldwell Banker convention, it was in Turkey, but I have an opportunity to meet our number one professional. That was Chris Cortaz at that time, about 7, 8 years ago. He was on the stage doing a great presentation, the way of talking, the way of presenting videos, everything was absolutely amazing. And I said what I was doing. I'm selling, but I wasn't doing it the right way. The numbers of selling is really high. There are thousands of properties that I have sold in my career, but it doesn't mean that you're doing it the right way. You need to see yourself in a different point of view and understand that you have to make a change. For example, that was a moment that I have decided to do it in a professional way, the way of he was doing, the way of he was presenting. That's why I joined Global Lecture, for example. It was a life-changing moment, but I have decided to it at that moment. When I turned back to Northern Cyprus, I have shooted my first video and it set an example for everybody else because till that time nobody was doing that. Now everybody is doing that. So waiting is not a solution. So we have to do it right now. This is what I have been doing all the time.
No hesitation.
No hesitation, yeah.
And the last question, it's a little bit of more of a thinking one, I suppose. If you could write a chapter in the guide to awesomeness, what would the title be?
It is really a very nice and interesting question. Join our to big blue family. Yeah, Coldwell Banker was life changing for me. I'll be honest with you. So I think that might be the thing that I would say about it. That thing is very important for me. When I joined Coldwell Banker, everything has changed in my life. Even my lifestyle, the way of working, the way of doing my business, everything has changed because these are all connected to each other. My business is my life. So I can't separate these two things. I do it in a much better way now. I do it in a more elegant way. I do it in a more powerful way. So I would say join to our big blue family.
I think that's probably a great note to end on. Just a little note to our supporting Powered by sponsor with Coldwell Banker. I appreciate obviously you taking the time to come here and join us today. I hope that everybody gets a chance when this does go out to be able to really take away some good information and some great opportunities. And obviously some amazing stories to hear from you. And hopefully we'll be able to create a bigger outreach for you.
I'm so thankful for the great opportunity, and I'm really feeling lucky to know you, to have a chance to talk about these things. I'm really thankful to you for everything. Thank you so much. I hope it
You're
was
welcome.
helpful.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts to keep up to date with the awesome people and awesome things we talk about. This is Jonah reminding you to be awesome today and be even more tomorrow.